Hello, and welcome to Roly Poly Weight Loss. I'm your host, Roly Poly, and welcome to day 17. Okay, let's get this set up. Okay, so continuing our theme of recovery, let's look a little closer at aftercare. I want to start with massage because we touched on it last time, but there's a lot more to it. There are several other options I want to talk about. So, Runner's World has a really interesting article that talked to actual sports massage therapists, professionals who know what they're doing, and a lot of them are also athletes, which is really cool. So they have kind of both perspectives. So, there are a lot of different kinds of massage, and the options can be a little overwhelming. Some massages may sound exotic, but do little to improve running performance. For example, the Swedish massage is just skin moisturizing at best, and a hot stone massage is soothing, but does nothing in terms of releasing tight muscle, explains Leslie Goldblatt Denuzio, a marathoner and Brooklyn-based massage therapist. So those are the two I'd heard of, at least, in popular culture. And obviously, if you're having a spa day or something, a hot stone massage might be fun. But if you're trying to limber up before a workout or soothe aching muscles after one, that's not the best option. Anna Gamble is a massage therapist who works at the Boston Marathon and the Olympics. Ooh. And she recommends either a sports massage, i.e. targeted therapeutic treatment for the unique physical and biomechanical needs of athletes, or a myofascial release massage, i.e. the application of gentle, sustained pressure on soft tissue restrictions. Both specifically target muscle release and will help improve flexibility, reduce pain, and increase range of motion. So, myofascial massage is what you generally think of when you have like knots in your back and you would like ask your friend, hey, can you like get these knots out? That's kind of what myofascial is. So, and then obviously the sports massage is the one that looks at exactly what you're doing. So like if you're biking a lot, what parts of your body are being used, let's get those targeted specifically. So personally, for both general myofascial massage and sports massage, I think Massage Envy is good. Number one, because they actually do sports massage. It's actually a specialty they offer, I discovered, which is really great. And also they have a ton of locations. Members can go to any one of them, just like if you belong to a gym that has a number of locations. And they've got a decent price tag for that kind of thing. And you can get like an hour, 90 minutes, there's variety. So that's where I go when I can, and it's wonderful. So, as they note on their website regarding sports massage, the particulars of the sports massage technique are specific to the athlete's sport of choice, focusing on areas of the body that are overused and stressed from repetitive and often aggressive movements. So again, that kind of gives you another angle on it, where if you're a swimmer, you're going to be using some different muscles than a runner would, and so sports massage therapists have to actually understand that and understand what you would be using in a general sense, and they work to help you on it. So for example, this is my story. I signed up for what I thought was an easy beginner trail 5K. The website made it look like it was very easy, and I talked to some people afterwards, and I was not the only one that thought this. So I thought it was sort of an intro to trail hiking instead of road walking. And I was very, very mistaken. It was a super extreme, like huge hills, not a great plan. And unfortunately, the first thing you did was go down, so you had to go back up to get out of it no matter what. So I managed to finish, barely. I was dying. I was a mess. My legs were killing me, my hips, my back, and the next day it just wasn't better. I had just massively overexerted. And so my chiropractor helped a bit, but he recommended that I get a sports massage too. So this is when I discovered what Massage Envy could do. And I went there, explained what had happened, and they tailored the massage to my specific situation. And it was great. And I did feel much, much better afterwards. But the one thing that I discovered was it wasn't what I expected. You expect to have that, spa type treatment of a massage where you lay there and they, poke and prod at you and then you feel better. Water bell. So that's kind of what I was expecting. This was my first professional massage. And it wasn't at all what I expected. So a sports massage, if done right, is not a trip to La La Land. Be prepared to be moved around, interact physically, and to get homework to maintain the work performed, says Rottenberger, a sports therapist. Sports massage therapist. And that's true. That's what it was. It was very much like, okay, now we're going to move your leg like this and up and down and around and work with me and tell me and stuff. It was not lay on the bed and get poked. So that completely surprised me. But as I said, it very much helped with my very abused legs and back after this trail 5K. So I also went back before my next big 10K and asked for a preparatory sports massage. And they were able to limber me up and get ready. So that's another great aspect to sports massage. And they recommend that you go in like a week to like 3 days before. You don't want to do it like the day before. And it just kind of gets your body prepared for what's going to happen. So that's another cool aspect if you're working your way up to something big. And so even within the division of post-workout and pre-workout, there are differences. For example, immediately after a workout or in the day following, Runner's World recommends a light massage. The light touch free massages often offered at finish line festivals can help calm the nervous system by allowing the body to commence its natural repair state quicker, explains Rosemary Rottenberger, an orthopedic massage therapist in Mertztown, Pennsylvania. So this is what, in my experience, this is what they give you at those finish line areas. It's very light. It's not like, dig your thumbs in. And it's not like a sports massage where they're moving your legs all around and stuff and working out different joints and things. And it's not that traditional like deep tissue massage we think of. It is relatively light. And so it seems like it's just a thing of your body is stressed and it's helping you calm down and enter that recovery phase faster, which is cool. Now, regarding those deep tissue dig your thumbs in massages, the reason it's not like that is possibly because we're wrong about what that should be. Deep tissue. So, as Runner's World explains, massage does not have to hurt to be beneficial. Therapy occurs when the client's body is not bracing against the therapist, she says. So, if you find yourself in serious mid-massage agony, pipe up. It is your body, your session, your outcome, advises Rottenberger. There's a fine line between pain and discomfort, and it's unique to the individual. What's more, deep pressure is not the same as deep tissue. It's a common misconception, Rottenberger explains. And in reality, a therapist that is muscle specific needs to exert little pressure to be effective. Whoop, water break. So, a massage, any massage, doesn't have to hurt. In fact, it shouldn't hurt. And that blew my mind when I read it, because like I said, I'm used to that where they're like, oh yeah, here's the knot, I found it, let me dig my thumb into it until the knot goes away, and you're just like, ow, 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 ow. I've always, when I've gotten massages, been like, ow, that hurts so much, and I've been bracing for it. Until I had my sports massage, which still hurt a bit because I was just in so much pain in general. It was hard to move without it hurting. But when I actually got my official massages at Sports Envy, it blew my mind. It was a completely different experience. And I think that's the difference between an amateur and a professional, is that a professional is able to affect the deep tissue without pushing so hard. And in fact, when I went and I was like, that's a bit hard, they were like, oh, okay, lighter, lighter, lighter. It was amazing. So I think we've got this idea in pop culture that you need to like push and dig in. And so that, amateur, massage people are like, okay, push, push, push. But a professional knows differently. So that is not to say your friend can't give you a massage and you can get benefit from it, but something to think about. Now, if you can't afford a professional massage or you can't squeeze it into your day, you can do a self-massage, which we touched on at the end of the last episode. A foam roller or a ball massage can be a good home remedy. So, I happen to have tried both of these things, and I'm going to talk about them now. So with the foam roller, they're about yay big, yay around, just foam. And you can get them with little like bumpies on them, or just firm. Mine is firm. And you basically put them beneath you, like beneath your leg, and you put pressure on the sore part, rolling gently to massage the muscles. Basically, your own body weight is providing the pressure of the massage. So I, as I said, I've tried this after races, and you can do any part of your legs, your hips, your back. There's all different areas you can do it on. And you can also go over on your stomach and get like your front. So the only thing is you have to be careful because you can get a bit sore in the wrists holding yourself up in place so that you're not sitting on your bum but actually putting pressure on the roller. So that's what I discovered, at least. And Runner's World has a great article that actually includes GIFs of how to do each of the massages, which I will link to. So the other thing you can try is a massage ball. I got mine on clearance, so it was super cheap, but they're not that expensive. And again, mine has little bumpies on it. But some people, though, prefer to use a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. They're about the same size, but the lacrosse ball is just harder. It doesn't give as much, so you can put more pressure against it. But the one I bought is specifically made so that you can heat it in the microwave for a few seconds. So it provides massage and heat, which is awesome. And obviously, tennis ball, lacrosse ball, not so much. But basically, regardless of what kind of ball you have, you do the same thing. You use your body weight to self-massage. The ball is especially good when you've got knots in your shoulders or back because it provides more of a pinpoint than the roller. So it's great for like the small of your back and stuff, or where your hips go, because you can get in there really deep. It's also great for like the bottom of your foot, your arch of your foot, where the roller might be just a bit bigger. The ball can really let you curl a lot more. And again, smooth like a tennis or lacrosse ball, or with bumpies, you can have heat. But again, it's just your body pressure working against it to provide impact on the tissue. And Live Strong has a great article with tennis ball routines, and Healthline has one for lacrosse balls. Again, there's a lot of crossover, but just to give you an idea of both. So, massage. Number 2. Another thing that some people find helpful is acupuncture. So again, I tried this. And at the time, my acupuncturist assured me that it could help with weight loss as well. I was going for weight loss and de-stressing. So according to this article in Fitness Magazine, it could be true. Research published in Acupuncture in Medicine found that ear acupuncture promotes weight loss. Acupuncture philosophies link the ear to your stomach, sleep, endocrine system, and in the end, your appetite. Now, Fitness Magazine says that the number of sessions varies. Most people undergo 3 to 10 treatments for their issues, but a small group of people only need 1 or 2 to find relief, says Dr. Moraz. Another small portion get treatments for years. And my acupuncturist said that I needed to come basically weekly to lose the weight. Now that said, it didn't work for me at all. It didn't affect my weight in the slightest. What it did do was give me a chance to escape from other commitments for a doctor's appointment and meditate for 45 minutes. So from a stress release perspective, there was a benefit, just not the weight loss benefit I was promised. So, and I was skeptical, but I was like, I'll try anything. So when I wasn't really seeing any results, I did a little research at the time, and I found this BBC documentary from 2006, which you can find in several places on YouTube. The year will often change, but it's the same documentary. And it's actually an episode from a series. And the basic conclusion that they seemed to reach was that acupuncture could help with pain, but no credible studies that they could replicate showed it helping with anything else, like weight loss. Now that said, if you are feeling post-workout pain, pain's what we know it is good for. You might find that acupuncture is a good pain reliever to work into your recovery routine. And you might also find it's a good time to meditate or do one of those other visualization type things that we were also suggested for recovery. As I said, I found it really great as a time to meditate and relax and get away from my stress. And I wouldn't mind continuing to go for that kind of thing. And to that end, Fitness Magazine notes, and I also found that it really doesn't hurt. There's a tiny pinch when the needle first goes in, but you don't feel it after that. I was freaking out before my first time because, you see those pictures of needles everywhere. I thought it was scary. It really wasn't that bad. You really barely feel it. Not even as bad as piercing ears. And every so often, again, over the course of a year, a needle would go in slightly off and maybe, not be where it was supposed to be. And it would twinge after the insertion a little bit, like if you twitched, and you just let your acupuncturist know and they'll redo it. No big deal. But it shouldn't hurt. And also sometimes, just to know, sometimes when the needle is removed, there can be a tiny bit of blood, and I'm talking like a drop or 2, especially if it's in an area that tends to bleed a lot, like your head or your feet. And again, it's not even as bad as a shaving nick. It's not even that bad. It's literally just a drop or 2. Like if you were sewing and you poked your finger with a needle and 1 drop of blood came out, that's what we're talking about. So, if you're freaked out about the fact that it's needles, or the fact that you think it's painful, or the fact that there could be blood, not that bad. I was freaked out beforehand. I got totally used to it. So, one last thing to keep in mind, as Fitness Magazine notes, is that we really don't know how it works. We know a lot of specific individual effects, Dr. Moraz says. We know it affects the immune system, may affect pain transmission at the level of the spinal cord, and activates different areas of the brain. But we don't have any real meta theory to explain how they all happen. So, I say, don't knock it till you try it. It might help you with your post-workout pain, or it might give you a chance to relax, or it might do nothing. But anything that you are promised beyond those things, take with a grain of salt. If you are promised that you will lose weight, or you will grow 3 inches, or you will, I don't know, be magically cured of a disease, take that all with a grain of salt. But for pain and for relaxation, it's not bad. So, finally, I want to look at cupping, which seems to be somewhat of a cross between massage and acupuncture. I have not tried this one yet, but I know that it became big news when people noticed Olympic athletes, especially the swimmers, with the typical bruises. So, Aptiv has an interesting article on this. Glass or plastic cups are placed on the skin using either heat or suction to pull at the body, and the heat causes suction. And the cups are placed along traditional acupuncture and pain points on the body. And many cupping practitioners are also acupuncturists, from what I can tell. And there are definite similarities in terms of the places that the cups go and such. It's from the same tradition. But the actual effect is more like massage, it seems. You can think of cupping as a reverse massage. Instead of pushing the muscles down, we suck them up and loosen them. And like massage and acupuncture, it can help with pain. Cupping is beneficial for individuals with injuries, pain, and inflammation, as well as stress, anxiety, and other emotional issues. And it can also be used, like acupuncture, to treat all kinds of other things. Whoa, cool down. Like congestion, a cold, asthma, allergies, digestive issues, insomnia, irritability, and fatigue. But of course, the science isn't all in. So, similar to other holistic treatments, such as acupuncture, the results of cupping can vary from person to person. While cupping hasn't been extensively researched scientifically, the results look promising. One study of participants with chronic neck pain found cupping to be as effective as other muscle relaxing techniques. Further research is needed to confirm its efficacy, though. So, again, if you're promised the moon, it probably won't help. If you're promised a little bit of pain relief or inflammation or a little preparatory muscle loosening, it'll probably help. If you're promised de-stressing or lowering your anxiety, it might help. Other things, science isn't in on. So, that said, I haven't tried this one, so I don't have personal experience to share. But I just wanted to include it because it is becoming more and more popular in sports therapy. So these are things that you may or may not want to try as part of your recovery process. Massage, acupuncture, and cupping all might have an effect on the pain and stiffness you feel after a hard workout. And they can also give you a mental break or boost, which can also help. So do a little looking and maybe try one out. But don't go in expecting a miracle. Even with massage, I know I talked it up a bit, but it's not a wonder drug. But as you're building up your recovery plan, take a look at those things. They can be really helpful. Okay? So, this has been Roly Poly Weight Loss. As always, I am your host, Roly Poly. Please share your experience with massage, acupuncture, or cupping with the hashtags massage, acupuncture, and cupping, or anything else you've discovered, experienced, or read about. And please at me. I'd love to hear about how you got along with these practices. And please join me next time.